home, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my thoughts keep telling me to let me just let me.
How's it going, lads? Marshall here, and welcome to episode 8 of the road to Wembley. And as ever, last time you had a choice between Oxlade-Chamberlain and Adam Johnson, who scored a weekend hat-trick, but that didn't make a difference. You guys unanimously voted Oxlade-Chamberlain to replace inform Andros Townsend, who will be a miss. I've got to say, I loved inform Andros Townsend, one of the best silver informs on the game, if not the best. Oxlade comes in, he's got the same pace as inform Townsend, so hopefully down that right-hand side he will be good. And as you can see, my opponents are getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and with that the games are going to be tougher, and it's going to be 10 times tougher if I keep making mistakes like that, allowing Aubameyang to go through and make it 1-0 very early on in the game, not even 4 minutes on the clock. But Oxlade-Chamberlain, he pulls me back into the game. How about this run from deep? And I do get very lucky there, but this is a wonder debut goal. Cracking strike into that far corner. What a goal from Oxlade-Chamberlain, and he comes back, and it is Draxler, one of the best young cams in the world at the moment, and one of the best cheap cams on the game. And this from Joey Barton, what a bloody stunner. So we scored 2 cracking goals. The first from the Oxlade-Chamberlain. The Oxlade-Chamberlain, that's a new twist on his name. It's either the Ox or Oxlade-Chamberlain. I'm just going to start calling him the Ox. It's much easier, it's much simpler. As you see my opponent go 3-2 in front before he does make it 4-2, and I just had no response to that. 65 minutes in the game, I couldn't pull myself level or even go in front. I couldn't score the 3 goals needed to win the match, and we don't get to upgrade. So my next opponent has a full Liverpool team. Let's say it's not exactly a full Liverpool team because he doesn't have Suarez, but it is a kind of normal Liverpool starting 11 sort of thing. And how that doesn't go in, I will never know. It hits the crossbar and the post. I've never done that on this game, and oh, my luck just wasn't there in the first half. As you see my opponent take the lead, a bad touch from my centre-back. I think it was Nedum Onuoha. Oh, bloody hell, I can't say that name. Onuoha. Nedum Onuoha. That is the worst name ever, but anyways, I'll just call him Nedum. Nedum made a mistake. We come back through Ogbonlahor and we score a second through the same man, Gabby Ogbonlahor. Very tough game, that one, but we do manage to just win against Griffo FC. So Ogbonlahor's goals do allow us to upgrade. It's going to be Fabian Delph. I've got to say, what a player he is, what a CDM he is, and he is replaced by Jack Rodwell. I don't think there was many other options for that CDM spot that was non-rare and English. I think Steve Sidwell, Scott Parker, but none of them really had the kind of stature to fill that spot other than Rodwell. And that team is lovely. It's a lovely little hybrid, and I might have to pinch that squad at some time just to use it and see how it goes. As you see my opponent cross it in. Great save from Forster, but he just couldn't recover and make that second save. So we go 1-0 down before we won that penalty. That was never a penalty in my eyes. I did get very lucky. And it's going to be Joey Barton now. Since Fabian Delph has just left, it's Joey Barton who's taking control of the penalties, and hopefully he can get me level in this game. 33 minutes on the clock. It'll be 34 minutes once it passes the thing, and yes, we do make it 1-1 in the game before he celebrates under a microphone. Cracking little celebration there before Joey Barton once more. Nice little 1-2 with Gabby Ogbonlahor. Gabby Ogbonlahor, Jesus Christ, I've never got his name wrong yet. And those 2 goals from Joey Barton give us the win, and we are going to replace Gabby Ogbonlahor. I got the name right there, thank God. He's going to be a massive miss because we used his pace so much, and with Rickie Lambert coming in, I've got to change my whole game. I've got to change everything about how I approach, because I've been doing a lot of over-the-top through balls, a lot of through balls using Ogbonlahor's pace, and now Rickie Lambert, he's just going to be a strong, kind of solid striker, and I need to use him more kind of appropriately. I need to play to his strengths, and straight away in this game, Henderson's ball finds Oxlade-Chamberlain. I do get very lucky, and how about that for a debut goal for Rickie Lambert? He makes it 1-0, 20-something minutes in the game. Is that 3 or a 9? I'll say it was a 3 before we come forward yet again, and it's Rickie Lambert once more. He makes it 2. What a debut he is having. He's just so good, by the way. In this game, I learned so much about him. Never used him on this game before. And that's what I love about these series is I get to use players that I've never used, I never think of using, because I mean it's Rickie Lambert. You look at him, you think, oh my god, his pace isn't the best, his stats aren't the best, and he goes and gets me a hat-trick on his debut before that cracking goal from my opponent. That is worthy of bringing any team back into the game on FIFA. Great goal there from Schweinsteiger, and he just went ham after that, and a very deserved win for my opponent. As you can imagine, I go 4-3 down, and then I go 5-3 down. Another header there from, I think it was Aubameyang. Yes, it was Aubameyang. Aubameyang with 2 goals, but the player going away with the virtual match ball was Rickie Lambert. Great debut there, and I was very pleased with his efforts before we come up against another Premier League team with Kun Aguero up front, and this guy was feeling very generous very early on in the game. Nice little ball there, and who else? Rickie Lambert with another cracking goal. I'm just loving playing with Lambert at the minute. It's a breath of fresh air away from Gabiak Bonlahor, away from the through balls, away from the over-the-top balls, and we're playing to someone else's strengths. As you see, Joey Barton's cross nodded in by Henderson. I actually thought in game that was Rickie Lambert nabbing another goal, and it's Nedum. Yes, I'm going to call him Nedum. I'm not using his second name anymore after that bloody farce of trying to say it early on in this episode. And we go 4-1 up as Henderson went through and nabbed his second of the game before he comes forward and nabs a consolation. So 4-2 we do win, and guys, this is a big decision for you. I can either stick to rare golds for my next kind of stage, or do you want me to include informs? So if you want me to include informs, type in the comment section below IF Baines or inform Baines. If not, either choose between Baines or Ashley Cole. So that is your choice for today, guys. I hope you did enjoy the episode. Leave a like if you did, and I will catch you all next time.